we're going to simulate a pre-release kit. We got 3 or 6 play boosters from the box we just opened. Set them aside. So we're going to rip these open, and we're trying to build a deck. I'm going to take you through what I'm thinking, one step at a time, how I do it, for pre-release. Kind of quick and unfiltered. I'm going to get my genuine reaction to the cards that we have. So, first thing I always do. Token, lands, send to the side. Then I just sort by color. 10th District, he seems like a pretty good card. So we got Woot, or multicolored, Bubble, Green, all of them up here. There we go. And red, green, blue. Murder, that's going to be good to know. Removal, always want to keep note of your removal. Whites, just sort them out by color. Take quick glances to see what you've got. Really, what you want to know what you have. That's the biggest thing. You just want to know what you have, the number that you have, and go from there. Wearer Faces might be a good card to keep note of. Being able to make that number. Or, wait, no, this is not the cloak guy. This is whenever you sacrifice a clue, you may exile him and become a copy of the exiled cards. Still pretty cool. He might be a little hard to do in pre-release, so he is now a maybe. Reenact a Crime, Sample Collector, Touch Witness, Convenient Target, Red, Crocodile, Vengeful, Creeper, Person of Interest, Cold Case, Public Thoroughfare. Not too sold on this card. Very weird. Crowd Control Warden, and then Season Consultant. So just going through, sorting them out. Mountain, Museum Watch, Falcon, Killer Among Us, Private Eye. There's quite a few multiplayer cards. I'm now realizing the first artifact. There we go. It might not be the first artifact, but at least colorless artifact. Bystander, Reasonable Doubts, Escape Tunnel, Vigilante, Stalker. Kind of unfortunate. We're not hitting too many black cards, which has our biggest removal right now, so fingers crossed here. Ooh, Imp. I think it's the first time I've seen this token. The Imp guy. Swamp. Orangutan. Ooh. This is going to be pretty powerful in pre-release. Delny. Streetwise Lookout. Pretty much making creatures 2 or less unblockable by creatures power 3 or greater. If an ability would trigger, it triggers again. Of course, because that effect has been overprinted at this point. Basher. Radical. Witness. Also pretty good. Sniffer. Spectre. Goblin Mask Maker. Hotshot Investigators. Slime Against Humanity. We got 10 now over there. Cerebral Confiscation. And then another Crowd Control Warden. That's cool. I like having duplicates of things. Makes things a lot more consistent. A lot more consistent. Here's our cool little tokens. You can pop them out. -1s for Mask of Girl, Flying, Poison, Suspected, Case Solved, stuff like that. Island Shatter. Case of the Shattered Pact. When this case enters the battlefield, search for basic lands. We've got some mana ran. There are 5 colors among the permanents you control. At the beginning of your combat, target creature you control gains Flying, Double Strike, and Vigilance. 5 colors. So I don't think we can play this. Honestly. Inheritance. That's going to be fun. Okay, whenever creatures dealt damage, control makes select that many cards from the top of their library. They put those. You may play those at the end of turn. Might be dangerous for a limited format, but keep a note. Got Lamasu, that new one. I think that's the first time that creatures type's been printed in a long time. Chronologist, Creeper, Orangutan again, Investigators again, 3 Snoop, Seasoned Consultant, another double. Alright, last pack. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna start sorting down from there. Building out a deck. Something good, hopefully. Art card. Ooh, Shock. It's a good removal. Assassin's Trophy is also a good removal. Tin Street Gossip. Add rules. That's only good. Oh, that's cool. Keep that in mind in rule. Vampire Mori. Case of the Pilfered Proof. Deadly Complication. Nervous Gardener. Public Thoroughfare. Meh. Goblin Maskmaker. Another double. Witness. Make remove some more removal. Agent and Scoundrel. Shockingly, we have the most cards, I think, in multicolor. I think that's our greatest number of cards. So I think automatically probably want to consider white as one of our primary colors. I'm really thinking green white. There we go. Enters the battlefield or is turned up, put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of other creatures you control. So you get a little ramp. We have 2/2 creature that can't be blocked with our friend Delmy. We do have 2 of them. That's something to think about. Any other fun white spells? Light. Granite Witness. Private Eyes 1. Other detectives you control get +1/+1 whenever you draw a card. Each turn, target detective can't be blocked this turn. Maybe. Lightning Helix is good removal, so Boros is on the table as well. Let's take a look at what we got in white and green. So make your move is removal. Keep that in mind. Case. Whenever a detective enters the battlefield under your control, whenever a detective you control is turned face up, put a +1/+1 counter on it, which would kind of work against Delny because we want to keep them small. Seasoned Consultant, whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, gets +2/+2. Whenever it enters the battlefield, all suspected creatures are no longer suspected. When this dies, using 3 life and suspect up to 1 target creature opponent controls. Due diligence, whenever this enters the battlefield, you control other than a enchanted creature, it gets +2/+2 and gains vigilance. I'm seeing a lot of big creatures in white, which I don't think is going to help us. Because we need to stay 2 or less for her to really have any effect. Can't be blocked. So we really want to stay small so we can swing in with her, which makes me hesitant to go too far into white, which would be unfortunate because she's pretty powerful, so we probably should look somewhere else right now. Or just build white as it is. Orangutan, we got 2 of those. Enters the battlefield, choose 1. Destroy up to 1 target artifact. Sacrifice an artifact. We do put 2 counters on them. So that's pretty cool. We do have 2 of those, which means that would be 2 removals for artifacts. There's some pretty good artifacts in this deck, so that wouldn't be horrible. Not deck, I'm sorry, set. Wouldn't be horrible to have. Innocent Bystander, I think we have a couple of those. Whenever Innocent Bystander deals 3 or more damage, investigate. So, a nice chump blocker we have there. He's cheap. 2 of those as well. I think we have 2 goblins. Whenever Goblin Mass attacks, face down spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. That might help us with Disguise, which wouldn't be horrible. Maybe we should think about going into red. Then we got some nice removal. We have 2 good chump blockers, and we have 2 ways to reduce cost for Disguise. Yes. And then we can actually go into green. We disguise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually pretty good. Just something we can follow up with. 10 snip and use that double tap for 2. He's a 4 mana 4/4, and you can add up to 2 mana for disguise. You know what? I'm liking that idea. I think I'm gonna lean towards Gruul. I think Gruul is gonna be our answer right now. That's what I'm feeling. There's a lot of repeats, but for sake of sanity, we'll go through everything else. Agents, don't think we saw too many repeats in here. It's a very light stack, honestly. Nothing screaming anything to me except murder, which would be nice to destroy. The X-Spell is pretty expensive for sealed, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna say no to black. You can check out blue. Hotshot Investigators. I think we got a couple of those. We might consider that. Hotshot Investigators. Enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand. If you controlled it, investigate, so you get a bounce. But those are expensive. 6 mana. Not feeling it too much. Enters the battlefield or attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact if you do draw a card. Unreasonable Doubt, it's a nice counter, but I'm not seeing too many repeats here, which means it's going to be harder to be consistent. So I'm going to say no to blue too. I think our play is, I genuinely think that it's going to be Gruul. Maybe splash some white in there, that's a maybe, but right now, I think we should focus on Gruul. So, we have Gossip as our multicolors. Sad to lose Lightning Helix, that is sad. But I think we'll be able to survive. And put those to the side, put these to the side. This can't be used, so I'll also put it to the side. And Hotshot. I'm debating adding white because we might be able to splash into these disguise, and we'll be able to add another Lightning Helix. But going to 3 mana or 3 colors is risky. So those are the temptations right now. So let's see what we can do with this first. Right now we got 1, 2, 3. We got 6 creatures, right? That's a bison creature. Yes. So we got 6 creatures right now. 7 with 3 Gossip. Let's see if we got any duplicates here. Slime, I know it's a fact. No. We have Vengeful Creeper. Disguise 6. When it's turned face up, destroy artifact or enchantment, which there's a lot of artifact removal. Turn face up, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and they gain trample in the turn. That's nice. Nervous Gardener. Turn face up, search your library for a land card, so there's some mana ramp there. Turn face up, search your library for up to 2 force cards, review them, put 1 of them on the battlefield and let them to hand. +1/+1 for each force you control. That's not bad. Enters the battlefield or is turned face up. Target creature blocks this turn if able, which means we can send this out as 5, 4/5 to force a block on a bigger creature on the turn. You know, so that's not horrible. That's a good thing to know. Destroy. I mean, it's still a 5/5, so it's a big guy no matter what. And we got a decent amount of mana ramp going on in this section right here, so it's not horrible. Let's see. Inspector. When the Inspector enters the battlefield, if evidence was collected, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and gain 2 life. Evidence 6. So you gotta exile 6 total mana value. in addition for a +1/+1 counter and 2 life. It seems a little expensive, but we don't really have any graveyard recursion, so it might be an option. When you draw a card each turn, it gets +1/+1 and gains vigilance till end of turn. That's cool. Double draw. I don't know how many clues we're gonna have, so that might be a little hard pressed. So put that one to the side. Killer Among Us. Killer Among Us enters the battlefield. Create a 1/1 white human creature token, a blue or 1 blue merfolk token, and a 1/1 red goblin creature token. Then secretly choose one of the 3. Sacrifice Killer Among Us. Reveal the chosen creature type. If target attacking creature token is the chosen type, 3/+1/+1 counters on it and gains Death Touch. That's a nice little ramp. We'll put that off to the side. Fanatic Strength is going to be an obvious yes, just for the ramp and the destruction. Push through a target. Additional cost. Cost 2 less if you exile Evidence 6. Target creature you control gets +2/+0 until end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Okay. Those are some good little removals. That's going to be our creature removal right there. It's pretty much these. It's going to be forcing attacks. Attacks, you may collect evidence 3 when you do put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That's going to be a repetitive gain, so it's probably a decent one to put in there. I like this. I like this so far. Okay. So where are we at? So we're at 6 over here. Vengeful Creeper is another 2, so we'll go to 8. Ambusher is going to be a force block, which is nice. Ever-growing guy. Fanatic. No, not Fanatic. Forcing Bloomkin. Greenbelt Radical. The Trample is what's going to be pushing this guy over. This guy is nice. So you get a bunch of forests out with mana ramp like that. Usable. Usable. Let's see where we're at in terms of creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I want 16. I'm aiming for 16 right now for a good number. And then 8 non-creature permanents. We might be a little hard pressed. Maybe. We might just use all of them. This guy has Disguise, Double Strike Trample. That's pretty good in this deck. Person interest enters the battlefield suspected. Create a 2/2 white-blue creature token. Your detective creature token, white-blue. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll run that. But I'm also kind of tempted to run Greenbelt Radical over it. Because it has a Disguise. It's nice to get 2 2/2s for 4. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One short. One short. Who do we want? We don't have any equipment, so he's not going to be great. We don't have a lot of clues, so also not a good include. We'll probably have to go to the side. It's really coming down to these 3 for our last creature. I don't think we have anything that would really help us in white that would make things better. More rats. No, I'm not seeing any Disguise. And everything is like ramping past the 2 meters, so Delny is not going to do a whole lot. So I'm probably just going to skip on white and pick one of these 3. Second card draw. I think this is our really only source of investigate, so it's probably not him. Enters the battlefield of evidence was collected, put a +1/+1 counter and gain life. Since we're not really putting a whole lot to the graveyard, I think the safer option is being person of interest. That's going to be our 16. And then we just need 8 non-land spells to play, which I don't know if we really have. But we have Slime Against Humanity, create a 0/0 green ooze token with X +1/+1 counter where X is 2 plus the total number of cards you own in exile. We're not really exiling. Oh, we got some evidence. Will that make evidence better in this situation? I'm collecting some evidence, so we might be able to run this a little bit easier. There's 2 sources to investigate. Don't really have a whole lot of artifact creation. 1. We have 2 sources to collect evidence, so this is a maybe. Unless we swap this out. And then we can put this in there for this. So you get your slime for an ooze. It's 3 mana, so that might be a better call, honestly. Plus we have Bite Down, which will be evidence 6. And it gives us ramp and deals damage, so it's a little bit of removal. Okay. Fanatic Strength, obviously. Make things bigger. Killer Among Us sounds fun. And it puts 3 +1/+1 counters on the chosen target. Death Touch until end of turn, so that's also easy answer. So that's 4. Wish we had a little bit cooler of lands instead of these, but Escape Tunnel kind of makes sense because, you know, it gets a blocker in if we needed to in the very moment, and you can search. So we'll probably run that in our lands. Shock is an obvious one. Torture Witness deals twice X damage to target creature. X damage with dealt. Investigate. Cool. That'll give us another way to generate some tokens. The Chase is on is going to be the red version of the Fanatic Strength. When enchanted or convenient target enters the battlefield, suspect enchanted creature. +1/+1, return it from the graveyard to hand. So give it menace and can't be blocked, and also gets +1/+1. So that might be a little bit of RAM. Whenever a creature's dealt damage, the controller may exile that many cards from the top of the library and play those. So that might be, I think we're leaning towards this. This enchantment will allow us to dig into our library, but it could also allow our opponents to dig into our library, which could be a con. But as long as we do it faster, we'll do better. So yeah, I think this is going to be the deck. I think this is what we're going to do right here. So these would be our non-creature. This will be our only land card. It's Escape Tunnel from the packs. And then this is kind of the set right here. Stack these out for creatures so y'all can see them.
Sure. Yeah, you know what? Sure. I guess. I'm putting the organs. Yeah. It's organ time. Because he's the only Canadian seven.
There you go. There you go.
And Captain Soft.
So yeah. Then we're doing a little bit of disguise theme with a little bit of Gruul ramp, getting bigger, just straightforward. I wish we got some flying. That would have been cool. But we did get a couple instances of reach, which will help us protect against flying. So overall, I think this is a pretty solid pre-release deck right here. Okay. Any questions? Drop them in the comments. Happy to answer them. But overall, this is kind of what to expect and what I go through when I build a pre-release deck. And we did it in 25 minutes, which means we came in under the wire, and you can still sleeve up and have some time to play test. Easy. Alrighty. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the stream. If you want to pick up any of the cards you just saw Aaron open, you can stop by Superscript Comics and Games, located in Lakewood, Ohio, or check us out online at superscriptohio.com. Take care.